In our journey of discipleship, it's imperative that we do not lose sight of our spiritual compass. To grow deeper in the Lord and have greater impact on the world, we need to be grounded in our relationship with God. In John chapter 17, verse 15, Jesus prayed, "Keep them in your name for those who have given me." This verse helps us to understand the guiding principle and navigate us to go through the life of complexity and faith.
In the context of this prayer, Jesus emphasizes the need for guardianship. The word "keep them" underscores the idea that we as disciples are not capable of preserving ourselves. Instead, we are kept by the power of God. In verse 12, Jesus states, "When I was with them, I kept them in your name, which you have given to me. I have guarded them." This divine guardianship extends to all believers, demonstrating that our spiritual well-being is under God's protective care. But what are we guarded against? Jesus continues in verse 23, "I have guarded them because they are in the world and they are not of the world." Here, Jesus distinguishes between our existence in the world and our identity as followers of Christ. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. This differentiation is crucial for our discipleship journey. To comprehend the depth of this message, we must recognize the ever-present risk of contamination from the world's values and delusions. The contamination of the world can lead to spiritual consumerism, where we seek to fulfill our spiritual needs through worldly means, and spiritual compartmentalization, which separates our faith from our daily lives. These pitfalls threaten to blur our spiritual compass and hinder our growth as disciples. The first step to guarding our compass in relation to the world is making a decisive choice. We must choose between two spheres of living: life in the world or life in the kingdom of God, life in the flesh or life in the spirit. This choice sets the course for our discipleship journey. We are called not to conform to the world, but to seek our values and standards in alignment with the principles of God's kingdom. In practical terms, we must be vigilant against the problem of spiritual compartmentalization that plagues many disciples today. Spiritual compartmentalization involves dividing our lives into sacred and secular, religious and non-religious, private and public spheres. This compartmentalization can lead to a form of spiritual schizophrenia, where our behavior and attitudes differ dramatically depending on the context. Furthermore, this compartmentalization is detrimental to our spiritual health. It restricts what we allow God access to in our lives, effectively telling him this area is off limits. In Luke 9:23, Jesus instructs his disciples to deny themselves, take up their cross daily, and follow him. The cross represents the call to surrender and sacrifice. Many may sing about the cross, read about it and discuss it, yet fail to truly take up their cross. This is where the challenge lies. Taking up the cross is not a mere symbolic act, but an encounter with a profound mystery, the liberation and power of the crucified life. When we take up the cross, we allow God to work deeply within us, and we begin to taste the transformative power of discipleship that enables us to accomplish greater works in his name.
In conclusion, in the word of John chapter 17, verse 15, serve as a timeless reminder for all believers to grow deeper in our faith. We must guard our compass and make sure we're not getting into the secular and spiritual divide. By making the decisive decision to follow Jesus and deny ourselves and take up the cross daily, we can fulfill the calling to impact the world and influence the world as God has intended us to be. Thank you again for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friend. I'll see you soon.